Ani, Tony Indigenous. My name is Tony. Nungom de Bagigikon Amwin Anokon Onons. Today I am teaching you how to make a coaster or a cup mat. Tools: Abachichigon, string, Biminakwanes, pine needles, Shingwakwan daguk, needle, Ajabonigun, and a cutting device, scissors, Mojwagon. But these are easier to carry around. This is how we start the project. We take the pine needles and our wrap thread around the center and start coiling together, and then start my thread spacing them out further and further. Be careful though not to flip your work upside down. You gotta know which is up and which is down. How to Zichigazo, a short video on how I put it together. So here you see I'm taking my needle and I'm wrapping the thread around my hand. That way it'll slide down nicely. I'm taking the needle and I'm splitting the cord in half. And this helps to create the pattern. You don't have to worry about those little nubby pieces as we wrap the needles around. It'll lock them in place. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking the ends of the pine needles, and because I'm using the white pine, I'm just biting off the little wooden nubs, because that will rot faster than the pine needles will, and the pine needles preserve for a very long time. So you can see I've taken it off and I'm sliding it in that little space under the thread, and then I'm pulling it tight or snug. You don't have to pull it too tight, it's not holding a shape. And then you just cinch that together, place your string where you want the wrap to be, leaving it a little loose so that we can come around with our next needle. There I'm showing how it's wrapping itself around those little needles. And here we go again. These baskets were actually used to hold water. What would happen is the needles would soak up the water and create a basket that would hold the water, so none of the water would drip through. And again, I'm holding my needle there, getting my needles ready to slide in under the thread. And I'm pushing it in the little space. And I just keep adding a needle. Every time I go, I add another bunch of needles. Some people use a straw, and they put that straw around the needles so that way they keep their diameter. But again, this is just for a coaster, and it's not for presentation's sake, so I wasn't too worried about each wrap of needles being the same length. And that's it. That's how you make a basket. And you just keep building pine needles upon pine needles. You can see there how it's locking in the little nubs that were. Then to finish it all off, I tie off the string, clip off the ends. Ta-da! Ahow! Miigwech! I hope you enjoyed this video.